G'day, g'day, g'day! Welcome back to another episode of F1 2020, my team career mode with Morklock Minardi Racing! It's Danny Morklock and Guilano Alesi. So we head to the Circuit of the Americas for the American Grand Prix. It is race 19 of 22 of season 3. There we go. That's some nice Red Bull. We're gonna have a bit of a wet qualifying, as you can see, so it could be bad, it could be good. We'll go with engine number 4 again. Say engine number 2 for Mexico. We're gonna see if we can get this gearbox through this Grand Prix, because if we do, we get a free change for Mexico, so that'll avoid grid penalties. Update on the championship: we're 15 points ahead of Ricardo, who's unfortunately stuck in the Williams and not likely to score any more points. So he did get that amazing 4th in Hungary, so you never know. If crazy things happen, he could take advantage of that. Hamilton on 176 and Bottas, Verstappen, Gasly, Lacey moving up the order. Could possibly catch Verstappen, maybe Bottas, so 4th is the best mathematically you could probably shoot for. Albon in 8th, Perez in 9th, Leclerc in 10th. Rounding out your top 10, and Sainz, Gio, Kvyat, Norris, Ocon, Latifi, Russell, Stroll, Magnussen, no bum hairs, Matsushita has scored 2 points. De Vries and Grosjean yet to get off the mark. We've won the Constructors by a long shot. 317. Mercedes, I've got a good 65, 66 points over Red Bull. We've got a long margin over AlphaTauri. We've got a comfortable gap back to Renault's. Close with Ferrari still, although Renault's getting the better of them in that battle. And McLaren could even catch Ferrari for 6, dropping them back to the 7. And got Racing Point in 8th with a good margin over Alfa Romeo. We've got 16 points on Williams, who have got 3 points over Haas. Alright, R&D. I want to do the chassis R&D, so I'm just going to keep saving up points until we've unlocked those what's doobies. Let's get today's thumbnail on the episode. Episode 57, there you go.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Alright, we've updated the tags. Let us get into this wet qualifying. First we'll load up our wet setup.
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets busy.
And then resave it so that it'll actually show in the column for weather that it's wet. So I saved it in the first practice session, which was raining but still had dry tyres, was the go. Alright, let's go on the track. G'day, you Risky, how you doing?
Take it easy to start with. The track's
Don't like my chances in getting into Q3 in wet weather, but I should be able to get out of Q1. Good thing is the race will be dry, so we'll be able to make up whatever ground we need to in the Grand Prix itself. As long as that gearbox doesn't go pop during the Grand Prix, we'll be fine. Got a hair or something tickling me in the face. It's annoying. I hate the rain. Especially on full wets. It's not as bad on inters where it's inters weather. I can live with it a bit better, but full wets, ugh. Start off slow with just standard fuel, and then when I'm feeling a bit more happier with the tyres and the grip level, I'll increase that up to max. So do one lap on standard, one on rich, and one on max. Oh my fucking days. Cheapy sets this first time with a 149.0. He was smashed by Carl Sainz 148.1. Since my time's going to be horrid, I can actually take a second to read the times as they pop up. This first lap's going to be dog shit anyway. Bloody hell. Hamilton 47.6. Albon with 47.6 takes it from him. Oh shit, I went for the deploy too. Wee-hee! And we've spun. Maybe that might get some heat in the tyres. An unconventional way, but meh. 2 minutes and 4. Ooh. Actually, I think things are feeling better, so we'll skip the bridge up, go straight to max. See what we can get out of the car. Fucking hell. Nearly spun there. Thought us with a 47.5. I can do that corner better. At least we didn't spin that time there. .154, we're still nowhere near the times the other cars have set. Need to find 5 seconds of lap time at the very least. We're going to find 7 seconds of lap time if we want to be near Bottas.
We have 2 laps.
Shut up, Jeff.
Confirmed.
Oh, so far we're down 2 seconds, that's good. It's a start. .152. Oh, fuck's sake! How okay is it going? It's not looking good for us in the wet at the moment. We might be starting from the back of the grid. I thought we might have been able to get out of Q1, but I'm really struggling on this wet track. Oh well, be a good comeback fight. Woo! I managed to not crash. I kept it off the wall! How about that? Game sucks when wet weather happens, yeah. If it was intermediate tyre weather, I'd probably be able to get through comfortably. I just can't make the blue tyres, the wet full wets, work properly for me. I just got no traction and no grip on, no traction out of corners and no grip out on the exit corners. You know what? I'm gonna go to full fucking wings because we've got to try something. I'm gonna try 50-55 on the thingy-majiggle. I'll throw more bias towards the rear brakes, and that's about all I can really change. We've got 5 minutes to try and get ourselves off the bottom. We're still 2 seconds off Roman Grosjean, 3 seconds off of Matsushita. Fuck's sake. We're gonna start behind Ricardo at this rate. Switch to recommended compound. Oh! The weather has improved to the point where Inters is now the recommended compound. We might score a bit of a lucky trick here. Ooh, things could be looking up. We can nail a couple of good laps, we'll be laughing. Oh yeah, invalidate lap time. Oh, whoops. Don't want to risk getting the next lap invalidated because that sometimes can happen. Yeah, I'm feeling more grip now. Not only have I put more wing on, we've got the Inters now. Car is feeling so much better on these tyres. With 3 minutes left, probably only going to have enough time for 2 laps perhaps. So I want to burn out as much fuel as I can now. And get over the line with about a minute 50 or more on the clock, then I'll get 2 laps in short. So that's what I'm racing to do. Ooh. Oh yeah, I should definitely get across with a minute 50 or more on the time. Welcome, if you just joined in. Very wet qualifying session. We struggled on the full wet. What can we do on the inters? Already making up good time. Purple first sector! Purple in the middle sector. Ah! I tried to go too deep into that corner. Ah, someone else has gone purple first sector. I just noticed it switched to green. We go purple final sector and it's a 45-2. But we got time for another lap. Hey Mountain Man, how's it going? You tuned in for the American Grand Prix, my good friend. Good timing. We've gone green, green, not purple, purple like I was hoping. Ah! And we're also honouring our American friends with an American-looking livery, which I'll change the camera for you so you can have a look at it. The Stars and Stripes. Poetry in motion. It's held at Austin, Texas, the Circuit of the Americas. Did improve my time, but we didn't top the time sheets. We got second. I think they do two at one time. I think you're right about that. Oh, look at that. We were 0.087 off Hamilton, so we nearly topped the time session. Teammate Giuliano Alesi was in 7th with 1:45.3. Albon, Bottas, Norris, Verstappen between Sainz, Perez, Kvyat, Gasly, Latifi, Stroll, Leclerc, Ocon, Russell manages to get through ahead of Gio. Ricciardo nearly got through as well. He's only a couple of tenths off. Then his teammate Matsushita, De Vries, Magnussen, and Grosjean. So we got up the bottom. For a second, then it was a little bit sweaty that we weren't going to get through Q1. So we were 2 seconds off Grosjean's time on the full wets. Just could not get any pace out of the blue striped tyres at all. Alright, let's use our scrubbed set as a little bit of marker. I might go back to 55 on the on throttle, but we'll change it to 57 on off throttle. We'll see how we go with that. Just a little bit of a tweak.
Track is wet right now. Feel your way around the conditions before you start pushing the car.
There's still a danger that we might not have the pace to get through. So, as anything can happen in a wet quali. So the track ramps up and we're not out at the right time when the pace improves. You could find yourself going from being in a safe position to being just missed out by a 10. I've seen it happen in real life too many times. So we've got to try and be out there at the last moment and we'll get the best of the track. If I could afford a wheel and pedal setup, I would. It would be easier on the hands and the controller, but yeah, we just can't afford one at the moment. Once Walker's moved back in and our finances are settled, we've saved up a bit of money, we'll be looking to find a better place that's got air conditioning. That would be fantastic. Looking forward to that. It would be good to have some more laughter in the house again rather than me muttering to myself. It's been boring here by myself. That's for sure. Whoops, I went way off the track there. Happy with how I nailed the first corner, but that was good. Too much steering angle is what I did. Yeah, he was my housemate for a while. He moved back in with his parents for financial reasons. His family's driving him nuts. And we've worked out a good idea that will make it financiable for him, so that he'd be paying the same as what he's paying with his parents. But I'll still be a little bit better off with not having to pay the full rent each fortnight. So that'll work out alright for both of us. I'll be able to save up a little bit out of that and breathe a bit more comfortable. I won't have to borrow off my mum as often as it has been. Oops, shit. Got the corner alright. I forgot to turn me thingy back on. There we go, got the hot light on now. .44.8, that's a good start, but Oasis quicker.
You're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
10 minutes of rain, okay. Which means it could be dry for the final session. Oops, that was way too soon when I cut back. Oh, I got purple, but I then lost the momentum. Damn it. Ah! Son of a diddly. Hamilton goes fastest for now. But we get purple last sector and only go third! Damn it! I still got enough fuel for one more try at it. There we go, that was a better exit.
We've only got...
Shut up, Jeff.
Got that confirmed?
Ah, I was trying to go too fucking deep. Damn, it's still not purple in the middle. Duh! That was bad. Come on. No! Oh, I hate that corner. Blech. Last try. Got it. No, I cut too much. Son of a diddly. Come on, let's do it third time of asking. There we go. A little bit wide there. Hey, we got the fastest time. Woohoo! We should be safe. But if the track keeps improving, we want to be out at the last moment. Fastest in the first and third section. Not bad considering we went out on the used ones. But then again, wet tyre and tyre wear, the pace works differently to dry tyres. The more worn your tyres are, the better it is for you on the slippery surfaces, because I don't know, I can't understand it. I've heard it described to me by commentators before, like when it gets to the end of the window for the wet weather tyres before they switch over to dries, the intermediates are almost like slicks at the end, sort of thing. So that's how they can still do well with them towards the end of the wet period. I'd have to hear the commentators describe it again in a race to know what I'm trying to uneloquently describe. I know part of it's to do with getting heat into the tyres. Scrub tyres will get heat into them quicker. I know that's one thing, but there's a bit more to it than that. Oh, mate. Goddamn nose is being a dick today. Four minutes 30 left, so I'm going to take a little bit of fuel out of the car. That should be enough for a couple of laps. 4.7. Alright. Got a little bit over Albon. Track is empty. Let's get out there for a run. Oh, hang on. Tyres. I didn't change the tyres now, did I? No, I didn't. Fresh set. Now we can go. So what we'll do is we'll use the this set to start our first run in the final session. So this is a bit of a longer qualifying because it's wet. I can't take any gambles that we're not going to get shafted and pushed down the order as the track improves. Lacey's sitting in 5th. It's like everybody decided to come out when I come out. I want to keep this clean track. Stroll's right at my ass after I made that mistake on that corner. I'm not letting you have the track position, buckaroo. Ooh, jeez. Alright. I'm gonna do that again because I am not letting Stroll get the track position. I need to keep that clean track. Oh, he's hit me. Cheeky sod hit me. Yes, purple in the first sector. And we are still gaining, coming down the straight. Wasn't able to get the purple middle sector, but oh, you're kidding! I hit that perfect, I swear! Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, you're joking. That was the smallest cigarette paper. The tiniest B-dick in that one. Oh! Come on, game. Fine, I'll screw with the track limits that way. 43.1, that should be good enough. Alright, I'm gonna back out of it. Qualifying is complete. The only one that could get a lap in is Stroll, because the others were too far behind. But Stroll's not going for a lap, so yep, I am safe. I should be safe anyway. Hey, we topped the timesheets. Didn't expect to be doing that. Not how this session started. In Q1. Best thing about wet Q2 is we can choose our tyres for the race. So I'll be starting on the medium and seeing how far we can take them before deciding what strategy we stick with. I actually like this track in the drive, but in the wet, any track with hairpins becomes annoying. There we go, into the pits. P1! Hamilton, Albon, Verstappen, Lacey are your top 5. We've Bottas, Norris, Leclerc, Perez and Gasly going through. Sainz just missing out, then AlphaTauris, Kvyat, Ocon, Stroll, Russell in 15th, Latifi in 16th. A bit disappointing there with the Ferrari. I hope Latifi loses that seat. I'd like to see a better driver in that car, to be fair. Maybe we might get lucky, and if we change driver for next season, we could see a Lacey in that seat. Who knows? Speaking of driver for next season, I got to bring up the poll. So if you haven't voted already, vote for second driver for season 4. If Mountain Man's still out there, let us know, and you can vote too. You can vote as often as you like, and you can pick more than one option.
Get out there and get a few laps in.
I might send him, if he has already disappeared to do stuff, then I can always send it to him on Discord. But for everyone else, and I suppose watching this video later, get voting, because there's not many races left to have your say. So we do like the engineers in the chat to feel part of the team and part of the crew, part of the crew, part of the ship. Mork will get that reference.
Down to our last set of fresh intermediates.
Yeah, but I'm using the old intermediates, Jeff. So what are you talking about? Looking a bit drier on the track. Looks like the rain has eased up as well. I'm not seeing any dropping rain, so who knows, we could see a dry run at the end of this session. If that's the case, I'll use the freebie set of softs. dry times are around the minute 29 to the minute 31. So if we get into the low 130s, you would expect a switch over to dries, I would imagine. Oops, got a speck in my eye. Oop. That's better. Very wide on that first corner. Do better the second lap. We messed that up as well, so there's time to be gained there. Oh, a little bit loose this first lap. Forgot about my hot lap. Oops. Oh, goddamn cable is tickling my chest. I hate things that tickle my hairs. .145.8, that's not a great time compared to what we did in the last session. Ah, I think we could be close to the crossover, because when you get close to the crossover, unlike in real life in the game, you have trouble with your grip on your tyres. That's better. It's a game mechanic, I suppose, to tell you that you need to change tyres. Be a
There's only
bit
one
more
lap of
realistic.
fuel remaining.
Shut up, Jeff.
Okay, copy that.
With a bit of a closer gap between performance and grip in the crossover from inters to dries, like what you see on the TV with the real ads. 44.3. Will we get one more lap of fuel out of the car? I don't know. We can try. I don't think I'm going to get any improvement out of these tyres. I'm going to have to go to my fresh set. I don't think my fuel's going to last either for the lap. Well, there is a bit of time to be had, but I'm going to run out of fuel, so it's a moot point. Alright, I'll have enough time to get our fresh set. I bought in that run early. Let's have a look at the boat, see how it's going. Results. Russell's on top by 1 from Lando on 8, Ricciardo on 7 with Verstappen on 7, Alessi, our current driver, on 4, and Luca Gatto with 3 votes. So at the moment, it looks like we might be having Georgie Russell, which would send Alessi to Alfa Romeo, I think, if it's a straight swap like what happened with Ricciardo. Two minutes. Oh, we're only probably going to get enough time for one run, so let's lower the fuel and get out there. It's a pity it didn't go to dries. I mean, I could have gambled, but it didn't say unsuitable compound, so that's the only way I would have gambled, if it said unsuitable confound. Formula 1 car has unsuitable tyres for combat. Looks almost like a dry track. Maybe I should have gambled for pole on dry. Whoa. Is my car doing weird things? Or am I just gearing up and changing down weird? I don't know. Hopefully it's alright. What the hell, car? I might have lost 4th gear. Yeah, I've lost 4th gear. No, that's not what I need. Fucking hell. down a gear. Oh, it's really gonna screw me braking and engine braking into these hairpins. Oh! Stupid gearbox. Yeah, oh, it's... I need 4th gear in that section, and I don't have it. Oh! Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get faster lap with a gear missing. It's just impossible. Not with how important 4th gear is. If it was 6 or 7, I might be okay. Or maybe even 1st gear, because I don't use 1st gear. But it had to be one of the more important gears that I need to balance the car in certain corners where balancing the car is critical. Alright, so Mork, we've got a tough decision to make. Do we risk this gearbox and get a free one for Mexico? Or do we get a 5 grid drop and start at best 12th, at worst 15th, depending on how the other times come in, if there was anyone behind us that was on a hot lap. Oh! Do we risk it with no penalty, or do we play it safe? Take penalty and fight back during the race. We've already pretty much won the title because the only drivers in high position finishing cars are too far behind us on points.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Alesi, Hamilton and
Alesi got the pole
Bottas.
just
Good
from
drive for now,
Hamilton,
then,
Bottas,
we're
Verstappen,
really just
Perez,
getting
Albon.
started. Make sure
Will be
to
in
join us
7th
again
if we don't
for
take the new
Lights Out
gearbox.
tomorrow.
Norris, Gasly and Leclerc. So what do you reckon, Mork? You're the half co-team boss with me, and it's your character that's doing the that's got the driver's job. So yeah, what are we gonna do, bro? All right, we'll get the what's name? Up to you. Okay, you've thrown it back to me. Fuel and tyre strategies go out the window, but my strategy is still to be the fastest there. My team struggle harder, but that is when they really shine. We'll go big up the team because I know you're a sportsmanship dude. Yeah, we'll be kind to our teammate. They're a talented driver. They deserve that result.
How will not making Q3 affect your strategy tomorrow?
We still have a bus car. Should make my way through the pack pretty quickly. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Appreciate your time.
I think if I'm careful, I might be able to go with the risk, because normally I don't take the risk with a gearbox and I change it and try to fight back that extra 5 positions. So today we are going to risk it for the biscuit. Which means I'm just gonna have to do what I can. I've raced on this track before with a gearbox mucking up and it ruined my Grand Prix, but I've got to just keep that experience in mind and see if I can do better than I did then, because I let it get me out of concentration. I was slowing down on the straights, I was swearing at the car and everything. So I just got to keep in the moment, keep focused, and we should be alright. Keep the car moving forward. How worn is it now? It was 67% before quali. It's probably 70% now, at least. So you start getting problems once it hits 70%. Alright, nice and dry. Yeah, 72%. So it shouldn't go kaboom. Kaboom! Alright, let's get into the Grand Prix as I put the ads out to Twitter and update the Twitter ad and the Discord. I'll be muting my mic for the blurb.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin, in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself 14 miles southeast of the city centre and home to the US Grand Prix since 2012. The latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6 mile track. And we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Giuliano Alesi lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Moore, Norris, Gasly, Sainz, and Alexander Albon. They've taken a grid penalty. Kvyat, Stroll, George Russell, and Latifi, Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, and Nobuharu Matsushita. De Vries, Leclerc, Magnussen, and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Jeff here, radio check. Check, check, can you hear me? Okay, we had a fantastic result at the last race. Let's try it again here.
Alright, I almost forgot to put the practice session times in. So let me just do that very quickly. Not that they were comparable to what was going on in quali anyway, because it was wet. But you can get an idea of what a fast lap might be. Anything near a 131 will be amazing, I think, in the race. So there we go. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention there to the commentators. So I don't know if anyone had a penalty thing. we can go 12 laps on the medium. I was trying to see if I can remove a stint and go one stopper. 16 laps. Maybe make 15 laps, 17 laps, yeah, 17 laps maybe. I don't know. That's close on time, innit? What if we change to go medium, soft, soft? Alright, we'll try for the one stopper, but if it looks like it's more advantageous to do a one stopper, we could come in between laps 10 and 12. Oh, I need to load up the dry setup too, don't I? That would be very helpful. And I haven't updated the dry setup. Oops. Because I did change a little bit here. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'd change. There we go, save it. Hey, Timmy Woods, how you doing? Just in time for the American Grand Prix. We are about to kick off very shortly. Just updating my setup and changing the name so I know that it is up to date with Season 3 spec. Morklock Minardi Season 3. There we go. Finish saving. There, it's beautiful. Alright. So, I'm going with the bottom strategy, trying for the one stopper. Don't forget to look up via chat. There is a link for you to vote. Actually just copy and paste it again. Because if you want to have a say for next season's driver, there's not many races left. It will be decided in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix episode. And then once the voting poll closes in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix episode, the final race of the season, it'll be up to me and Mork to choose whether we go with your vote after you have all had your say, or if we pick someone else.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
It'll have to be someone that's in the top 3 voting, I would say. That way it still reflects the engineers in the chat who voted for them all, I suppose. But me and Mork have got to discuss that all properly. But definitely will highly consider who you vote for. So, yeah, voting at the moment, George Russell is leading on 9. I think Lando is second in the voting with 8. And Verstappen, I think, is third on 7 votes. Tied with Ricciardo. Would like to see Ricciardo back in the team, because he got hard done by the game when we brought Alesi back in. Since Alesi was in the Williams, it was a straight swap, and I don't think that was fair. I think Ricciardo should have at least gone back to either Renault or Red Bull, or possibly even Mercedes. Should have gone to one of the better teams, because he was leading the championship by such a margin. Hey, Norris! You just ghosted through me car! Cheeky. I wonder if you can get Husky chocolate in Australia.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Ah, so we were 6, so someone did have a penalty drop, it seems. I think it might have been Albon, because I don't see Albon up there. 4, 5 red lights. And they're out, and away we go. We're past Perez. Whoa! Woo! That was spectacular. Went a bit too sharp there.
That's a strong start.
Shut up, Jeff.
Understood, copy that.
Nearly had Verstappen. Gotta pace myself and harass them, keep in DRS range until their tyre wears off, and I'll have advantage over them then. Gotta get a little closer to Verstappen, letting him get away a bit too much. Ah! That's my last corner cut warning that I can get away with. Gotta get within a second for the start of the first DRS zone, which is down this front straightaway, pit straight. I ran wide and lost time. How was that? Ridiculous. We were within a second, briefly. Oh, for fuck's sake. Game's not giving us the love, lads. We're further behind now. That was a bad last sector. Struggling. got to hang it because lap 4, they'll be halfway through their tyres wear, and I'll still have plenty on mine, so it should still come back to me. Come on, give me more car, give me more tyres. Fuck, Perez is beside me, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Oh, he's fucking hit me, the little prick. Son of a bitch. Just driving to survive now. Lost a lot of time in that battle. I think Perez damaged my wing too, so I might have to change that. Norris has got past him. The race is starting to fall apart. I might be locked into the one stop if I have to change my wing. So I'm going to push on and try to make it work. Lost a lot of time to the stack. Oh, fucking duck. Hiccup was funny. I lost my concentration because of that. Uh-oh, have we lost a gear? I think we might have lost a gear. As long as we don't lose 4th, 3rd, 2nd, or 5th, we're okay. Oh, we've lost 5th. 5th is not too bad. It's not as bad as losing 4th. Oh, Norris has ran into the back of us. That'll give us some breathing space as we slowed up the final corner. How many gears do you have? 8. It's an 8-speed gearbox on a modern Formula 1 car. Makes it a bit tricky going through that section because I rely on 4th and 5th to balance the car. More so 4th gear in that section than 5th, but still it would be nice to not lose 5th gear. The most unimportant gears are really, for me, 6th, 7th and 1st. So if we lost those, it wouldn't be so much of a problem. Ooh. Having to fight really hard here. So we've got a wounded car. I'd say Lacey, my teammate, if he doesn't fuck it up, has won this Grand Prix. What happened to third person view? You mean the chase cam? Oh, was that how long ago it's been since you watched an episode of Morklock? Because I've been using... Actually, no, I haven't used that at all in Morklock. I used that view, last time I used that view, the chase cam, regularly was F1 2019. I decided to try a different view to cater to those idiots who go, oh, I'm using chase cam, and it's actually better to dry. So I apologise to those dudes that I was a bit harsh on, that probably don't even watch anymore, but oh well. The ones that were dicks about it, I don't apologise to, but the ones that were polite about it, then yeah, those dudes were right. It is actually nicer to drive the game in this view. I can be more precise now. My lap times have improved a lot, by probably at least a second to maybe 3 seconds on some tracks. And it's good that I get used to this mode, because I'll probably be needing to use something like this, or the cockpit mode, when I get a wheel and pedal set up. Whew. Albon. Fighting with Albon. Gonna go inside. Lost so much time to Verstappen, because we're the cork in the bottle now with this wounded car. I think we got wing damage, and I think we got a gear back, but still I'm trying to be gentler with the gear shifts, which means I'm not as fast. So unfortunately we're not gaining for tyre condition. No, it wasn't in Mini Cooper. I haven't used it since 2019, which was the Mini Cooper 2019 series. But yeah, in MacTech Racing, I've been using this since day one of F1 2020. Because I got used to this view in 2019. In the last couple of seasons, or at least the last season, or season and a half, something. I don't know exactly when I started using it, but yeah, it was towards the end of the 2019 British Road to Glory series. Oh, they're going 9 laps. Interesting. The tyre wear finally is going to be enough for me to break away, even with the troubles that I got with the car. I'm going to start making up some of that gap that I lost, if I can, to Verstappen and Bottas. Starting to drop Albon and Norris off my ass, which is good. Green middle sector. That's good to see. Oh, and then I fuck up a corner. Alright, the pit stops are starting to happen now. I've got to hope that the top four get stuck in traffic. That slows them down. Oh, son of a diddly. Damn it, I had Alvin over a second and now he's caught me back up again. And one of the Mercedes is right up the back of Norris as well, so that's not good news. I'm gonna have to pray for a safety car at lap 17, or lap 16 at the earliest. Teammates in the pits.
Giuliano is coming in for his stop.
Oh, he's going to get out of the pits before I even pass him. Oh, wow. He had a pit stop in his pocket. Holy shit. He's on a two-stopper. So I could still be in with a shout if I don't lose too much time to him. Oh, there's a... Oh, Albon has got a... Oh, what happened to Albon there? What happened there? There was an incident. Oh, he crashed the Mercedes and took the Mercedes' wing off. That's hilarious. That will gain me a position in the long term. Thank you, Albon. Is that Hamilton? Yeah, he did it to Hamilton. He did that to Hamilton. Payback for Austria, perhaps. The virtual driver getting revenge for the real driver. Yeah, Lacey's got this one in the bag. I've got to get 5 more laps out of these tyres. Whoa, and I nearly spun. Fucking hell. Botched up the first turn as well. Russell is in 3rd. Go, Georgie Russell.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Bottas could drop out. That could put us on the podium. because it'll only be Lacey and Verstappen in front of us then. Lacey with the fastest lap. Try and take that away from him when we've got fresh softs. Need a safety car in between lap 15 and 17. That would be fantastic for timing. Lacey still needs to get enough of a gap on me to have a pit stop in hand, or at least to come out without any chance for me to slow him down or catch him up when I get on my final set of tyres. But I think he's got it enough now. He's increased the gap to 11 seconds. But I pulled ahead of Verstappen, 6.4. If I can keep increasing that, I might have a good chance at second place. Whoops, as I said that I fucked up. Too much thinking, not enough driving. Gained some of that time back now. So he's on fresh soft, so kind of expect him to be catching. I've increased my gap to Bottas, which is really good. So that's a possibility for third. As long as I don't have gearbox gremlins in the wrong gear, or worse so than just losing a gear, then we will be fine. lost a big chunk of time when I made a bit of a mistake there. I had to pull on the brakes hard so I didn't cut the corner. About a second I lost in that sector. That could be valuable at the end of the day. Pulled back some of that time. A bit wide on the exit of turn 1. He's still catching! I want to have as little laps on the soft as possible, so I'm going to go one more lap. Yeah, my tyres are pretty much done. They're crying out for mercy. Well, last lap on them. Got the gap to 9.3 seconds to Bottas, which is good. Very good. Gap to Verstappen, however, less happy about that. There we go, into the pits for our first and only stop. Let's hope that the wing isn't damaged enough and I'll leave it. I've got it set to yes, just in case. Oh good, there's no new wing, so we're good, we're good. Come out in 9th place to chase for bigger points, and podium is on. I don't know, but the wing wasn't damaged enough to warrant replacing. I can attack with a bit more confidence in the car's handling. Let's go get that podium. Saints in for his final stop. As is Gasly. And there's Verstappen. Oh, so we could be in second place. I thought, with him catching up as much as he did, I wasn't going to get him. Next lap I'll go for fastest lap before I lose the best of these tyres. Oh, I was trying to be too cautious around that corner. I really bogged it down bad. Kvyat and Perez probably haven't had their last stop.
Giuliano is in the pits. Giuliano in the pits.
Giuliano had about 15 or 16 or more seconds on me before I stopped, so there's no way in hell I'm going to catch him. Time to burn this fuel. How the hell is Bottas still ahead? Unless he's on a one-stopper as well. He has to be. Ah! Got just a little bit out of sync there with the corners. .4 is the gap. We can get him. Purple, purple. Let's get purple, purple, purple. Ah, oh, you're fucking joking. How was that? The corner car. fastest lap. Ah, I didn't get purple last sector. Cut the gap down to 4.7 seconds bar. We're coming for you, Bottas. And we could have mechanical gremlins with his car as well. We've got to worry about our gearbox. Braking into that last corner a bit better that time round. 2.2. Oh, we're nearly in DRS range. We won't have DRS this time down the back straight, but we might be past him before the next DRS zone. The way we're catching him, it's quite possible. Caught right up to him. And we've got the DRS open. We're coming for you, Bottas. A little bit too far back for a dive bomb attack. Oh! Alesi's out of the session! This is for the win! Holy shit! Holy shit, dicks! Did I read that right? Alesi out of the session. That's why I ran off the track. Yeah, he's out. He's out. His car died. This is for the victory. Fighting Bottas for team honor. Oh, that would have been a 1-2 for us. Oh, that's so unlucky for Alesi. He was chasing a few people to get into fourth. He was hoping to catch Bottas as well. He might only be able to improve to fifth or sixth now. We got to win this for our teammate. Wouldn't it be tragic if both Morklock Minardi racing cars dropped out because of mechanicals? Oof. How's my gearbox travelling? 79%, so I'm 1% off entering the danger zone of when it could just up and die at any given moment. Oh shit! We've given the spot back to Bottas. Wah! It's trying to get down that inside. There we go. That's the move that I was trying for. Warning for hitting Bottas. But we got the position back, lads. Whew. I've got to run away and hide from him. Russell's in 5th! Oh, go Russell! He's putting his hand up for some votes from the chat, I guess. He's doing a madness in that Alfa Romeo. Gap is now to 2 seconds back of Bottas. We just need to get as much gap as possible, so if we do start getting ground ones, we can mitigate that with a bit of a cushion of time. Not many laps to go now. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Bottas, Verstappen and Albon, as well as our car, all died in the last few laps and Russell won the race in an Alfa Romeo? Can you imagine the scenes? Oh wow. There won't be any shoey today because I haven't eaten anything, so I'll be sick if I have a shoey. I'll make up for it in a future episode. Kind of overslept and missed my having something to eat time. So I'm gonna have something to eat after this. And be straight into practice as well for Formula Friday, which will be the next stream of the day. 6 AM my time, 7 PM UK. I did not think I was going to win this race. I was hoping for a podium, but my teammate was car conking out when he was miles in the lead. He had it in the bag. He could probably drive backwards for a couple laps and still win. Would like to see that. I'd pay to see that. You'll be sleeping, bro. Ah, fair enough, mate. But don't forget to vote in the driver for Season 4. You can vote as many times as you like, and you can pick more than one driver per vote. and we'll see who ends up as our teammate for Season 4. What is the time now? So how many hours away? It's 12:20 at the moment, so 5.5 hours time, plus 9 minutes. I will be live with Formula Friday. I'm looking to get a podium at Belgium. I want to win Italy, and I want a podium in Hungary as well. And I want to see my teammate get in the podiums as well, because it's annoying the other lads. They're going, stop the Renault's getting double podiums. We're just that good, you know. It's a hilarious running joke. I came back from nowhere in Austria after dramas during the early part of the race to get a podium. I think I was third, and my teammate ended up second. So that was really good at Austria for us. Didn't do so well at France, and I think I didn't go so well at the British Grand Prix either. So I had a bad British and a bad French Grand Prix, so gotta make up for that this week. Cool, dude. Appreciate that. I'll update the vote tallies when I finish this Grand Prix. 1 lap to survive, even if the gearbox does do some silly stuff, as long as it's not too silly, we should be alright. 80%. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Just going a little bit too cautious into that first corner. Just gotta bring it home for the bacon. That's 3 wins on the trot, and our 7th win for the season, taking us past Danny Ricciardo's tally of 6 wins in the first half of the season, before Ricciardo and our team both got screwed over for re-signing him. There's a stupid driver demand of where we finished last season in the point standings. Was 1 position off where we needed to be able to re-sign Ricciardo. I dare say this would have been Ricciardo's championship had that not occurred and he ended up stuck in Alesi's car, the Williams, because it was a straight swap. We come across the line for the checkered flag! I was hoping Kimi was on there. Nah, Kimi's already retired. I would love to have Kimi, but you'd have to have enough money to get him in the second half of first season, or hope that he doesn't retire at the end of first season and get him in season 2. Because as long as they're driving for your team, they don't retire. But if they're driving for one of the other teams, there's always a risk of them retiring if they're over 30 odd. Oh, bloody hell. I drove my nuts off that race after I recovered from what I thought was a broken wing and got a bit more confidence in the car.
Our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from
Yeah! How about that, Mork? Victory! If Alesi hadn't dropped out, but it was his race to lose, so we got lucky. Sometimes the luck just comes your way when you're leading a championship. think
And after this round of the World
if we tried the
Championship,
two-stopper,
here's how
we
things
wouldn't
look
have
in the
won that
drivers'
race.
table.
We wouldn't have
Paul takes
inherited
over
the lead
of
of
the
that
Drivers'
race.
Championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today.
So
But
the
Anthony,
one-stopper
who would you pick
was
as
the
your
right
driver
call.
of the day?
There's a few contenders, but George Russell definitely stood out, I think. A really solid drive
Ah,
from him today. and one I'm
Russell
sure the
lost a
fans
place
enjoyed.
to Lando towards the
Event
end
like
there.
that, who knows what the sport has in
But
store
still,
for us next
6th?
time. Be
That's
sure to
fucking
join us
amazing.
again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
For Mountain Man's vote, those two were first and second. Let's have a look and update you on who's leading after Mountain Man's vote. It's now 9 votes for Russell, 8 for Ricciardo, tied with Lando. And Verstappen on 7, Lacey still on 3, and Luca Giotto on 3. Don't forget, you can vote as many times you want. Spam voting is enabled, and you can pick more than one driver on each particular vote. Alright, let's see where Ricciardo finished, as it's Perez, Sainz, Kvyat and Gasly. AlphaTauri's filling the last 2 spots in the points. Stroll in 11th. Hamilton out of the points after contact with Albon, who had a penalty, but he served in his pit stop. De Vries 13th. Very good for the Alphas. Gio. Then Nobuhiro Matsushita with a 2-stop. He's ahead of Ricciardo. Ricciardo must have had some problems today. Latifi, Ocon, yeah, there he is. He started 16th, but dropped 2 spaces. Matsushita started 18th and gained 3. Unfortunate there for Ricciardo. Leclerc, Grosjean, Magnussen the last to finish, and unfortunately Lacey was the only one that had a DNF to his name. He got off to a good start ahead of both of the Mercedes. We did a dive bomb attack, got past Perez, shoving him out of the way. We're doing 50% races at the moment. Usually I can keep a bit closer to the soft runners, but just something wasn't working right for me with the medium tyres for the first half of that stint. They started feeling better in the second half of my 17 lap run. The last 2 or 3 laps, but they were feeling a bit shoddy. But in between laps 9, I think, to about lap 14, it was feeling really nice. And I think that 5-lap stint is probably what earned me enough time to be ahead of Verstappen when I've completed my stop, and when he completed his final stop. Came out ahead of him, and I was very surprised about that, because I didn't think I'd done enough in that stint. It was just a matter of chasing down Bottas, and here we go. It's going to show us the overtake in this highlight. Here we go. Down the inside. Oh, job done. Closing off the door for him to counterattack. But we made a bit of a mistake and let him back past again. And this was a really nice overtake. Oh, I didn't show the whole of it, you stupid game. Needed a better camera angle for that one. But anyway, we crossed the line for the victory. That's a big dub. Championship standing sees us 41 points ahead of Ricciardo. Hamilton still has not catched Ricciardo's tally. Bottas in 4th. Then we got Verstappen, Gasly. Albon has leapfrogged our teammate, unfortunately, dropping down to 8th. So I don't think he can catch Hamilton and Bottas now. Might not even catch Verstappen. 6 is probably the best he can do, unfortunately. Perez, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Kvyat, Gio, Ocon, Russell moving up to 16th with that amazing 6th place. Latifi, Stroll, Magnussen, Matsushita with 2 points to Vries and Grosjean to get off the mark. And we've got Mercedes behind us by 297 points. We're nearly 300 ahead of them now. Red Bull on 278. AlphaTauri maintaining their fourth place on 181. Renault, we have a 25-point gap now back to Ferrari. McLaren only 7 points behind the Ferrari lads. Racing Point on 59. Alfa Romeo on 38. They should be safe from the Williams and Haas on 14 and 11 points respectively. That was a good Grand Prix. It started off a little dodgy in the rain in qualifying, but we pulled our finger out of our ass, got the times in, managed to qualify as good as we could in 7th, and from there worked our way up to a podium, and we've Lacey's car dying with a few laps to go. That's gifted us the victory after we got past Bottas. There you go, choose that one.
Your battle got a bit heated, didn't it?
It was just some friendly nudges, they can take it.
It wasn't the cleanest recently, was it?
No comment. I don't like that question, Claire.
Appreciate your time.
Pardon me. And we beat our rival Bottas 5-3. And we beat him in the race as well. I don't really care about the claim. Show us the cash, 2.1 million. Very nice. And 30k because we had a bit of damages on both drivers. That puts us up to 23.1 million, enough to hire Ricardo should we go for him. Not enough for Verstappen. So we might, even if Verstappen wins the voting, we might not be able to get him. But I'm not spending any more money between now and the end of the season, so we could end up with enough. We'll just have to see what we get in the next couple of races. So I think we get the money for the Abu Dhabi race before we have to decide on drivers, so that'll be good. Alright, I'm not gonna muck around with sponsors, we're gonna renew the sponsors, that's easy enough done. And we will give Lacey some more training because it's looking more and more likely that Lacey's not gonna win the voting as he's only on 4 votes to the leader on 9. Alright, have we got chassis stuff unlocked? Not yet. I could go for that then, I suppose. I'll still have enough points for when those are available. Okie doke, that's what we'll do. Go back to the practice engine. A bit of crap in my throat. There we go. Gearbox is at 80%, and this is the first time in a long number of times. I think we'd have to go back to 2016 or 2017 game before I've managed to go the correct amount of races before you can change and get a free gearbox with no penalty. I've never done that on F1 2020, didn't do it on F1 2019, didn't do it on 2018. It's been a while, so woohoo! History has been made! We risked it for the biscuit and we got there in the end, lads. Huzzah! Alright, Mexico is next, where we could end up going 4 in a row with victories. It's just to reiterate, we won at Russia, Japan and USA. Could have won it at Singapore, but the teammate was just too good. It was a 1-2 there for the team. Italy I should have won, but had a disaster that sent us back through the pack. I think it was contact with someone, smashed at me off the track. I can't quite remember. But anyway, 7 wins to Ricardo's 6. Our teammate has 3 wins. He won his return to the team. Not his debut. He was returned to the team was a victory. And unfortunately, that DNF is his first non-points score finishing. So, on that note, it's time to say, stone the flaming crows and tickle your dancing Morklocks. We'll see you. Goodbye.